A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the pressure gets to him again. Tim Williams, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Love. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Remember, Prater has hit from 64 earlier in his career. This one not quite as long, but good from distance nonetheless.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, alert 33. King. Switch. I got you.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain there of 21 yards.
180. Regular.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st and 10, Love, complete to Jones.
Complete to Marvin Jones. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to sling this deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Toss play, Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Detroit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Got it? 53, check 53. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 55.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
First down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Back to throw. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 88 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on third and long. Love. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Lions 17, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 54 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 7. Let's go. Go up.
Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 23-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll air it out down deep for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Okay, Charlie.
To throw again. Love. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
53 is the mark.
They're going to try and throw. Try to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Saints 35, Lions 24.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking for Sanders here on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 53 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Mayfield on play action. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
First down, Detroit.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Shift. Hey, switch gear. Check three. Hatchet.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. To throw, Mayfield. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You got tight right there. Real.
Alert. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
56. Teddy ready. 55. 56 to Muck, boy. 56. And go.
To throw on second down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let him know.
From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On 1st down, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking to throw. Love. This complete to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. But correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo! Let's see what you get. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shit, shit, shit. High 7, let's go. Go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Christian Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. 85, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, Kamara. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Again, it's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Chopper! Chopper! Shoot! Watch the shoot! Alpha!
On first and 10, Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Love. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Charlie! 53, come on! 53, check 53! Let's go, defense! Our time, it's our time! Let's go, let's go! Hot, hot!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now look at him go! Past the 20! And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on